The scream bled outwards into the distance. Yet, so close, I managed to swallow the echo. I am far away from, though feel like I'm being haunted by a familiar stranger. I want to reach out, but a nameless presence seems to hold me back. My legs feel real heavy, and I'm certain that there's something inside of me that's still grieving. I want to cry, man, but I'm still searching for my tears. I don't know where to go. I'm leaving, still I'm scared. Jazz McGolden takes his regular stroll up the road. He stops when in his peripheral he sees a silhouette standing by the brick house. Too afraid to look, he swallows an air of fear, then proceeds ahead, but ends up kicking something on the floor. He looks down and picks up a camera. It's covered in a mucky type of soot. An airy curiosity seeps into his skin, while his eyes fixate on its deformed lens. He glimpses to where the silhouette is, but there's nothing there except a vague, peculiar mist that slowly drifts like a patch of fog. He shrugs it off and gets back to the camera, searching through it with an intense focus. Images of Stygian red, ruinous yellow, malicious powder blue grips his eyeballs that almost turns them frostbite. But he's quick to rub and shake them off. He comes across a selfie of Mulan. His jaw tightens, his lips tense, as his eyes gloss over her standing in front of a brick house. Though the funny thing is that her camera doesn't have a front-facing camera. And what strains my heart is, there's a girl with long sticky hair covering half of her face, with her arms around Mulan. Her face slices into a cruel, sharp smile. He drops the camera and it shutters. Lights blur in his vision as a cryptic figure from a distance slithers. It gets closer, and he panics to gain his vision. It moves closer. He spreads his arms to feel its presence. It nears. He squeals when it reaches for him. Suddenly, he can see clearly, not an ounce of a figure in sight. He looks around, wide-eyed and heaving, at the cold air around him. Jazz quickly picks up the camera, ruminating on it. Then shifts his gaze towards the front door's window pane. A face is etched into it, a smile so uncanny yet it appears to be inviting. I swear it's real. reminds me of that man, cold powdered skin, laid up against the brick house. The energy lures him towards the door. Curiosity bends his head to his surroundings. Now a sense of secrecy ropes him in. The door reverberates when it shuts. Vintage red drapes blend with the faded crimson wallpaper that clings to the walls. At first glance, it's a nice place, man. Calm, cozy, a nice little getaway with a different scenery. But the more you follow the shades in this space, you can feel your heart sink with dread. It feels a little too serene to be safe, a little too clean, lived in but lifeless. This whole place is stained with a dark sheen. The air smells absent, that even breathing doesn't feel right. It doesn't move through your lungs. It just wraps around your heart and squeezes your heartbeat. He studies this creep. Family photos sit perfectly on the walls, but the eyes in them feel so wrong. They watch and feel too heavy. When you look at them, they appear to subtly blink. He doubles back, wanting to leave, but a warming whisper makes him stay. Man, his nose starts to bleed. He wipes his face, rubbing his hand in his clothes. He looks through the camera and takes a picture of the empty fireplace. And when he looks at it, a ghostly shadow that looks like the man lying against the brick house lies against the emptiness. But the outline is too broken to decipher exactly what it is. You feel my drift? Silence fills the gaps in the air. This man hears his own heartbeat. Oh, so quiet. You might feel a pause between your thoughts, where a grave cold memory of this house might slip. A presence looks like it's sitting on the couch, though nothing is clearly defined. If you look towards the mirror, an unholy cloudiness sits inside it. And if you stare into it, you will feel like something other than yourself is looking back. The bookshelf towers in the corner. Its wood is dark and grainy. Faded leather books beside cracked and withered pages. They sit and wait. And whenever you turn your head, in the corner of your eye, you feel a sense of persuasion from two dark spirits pointing towards them, waiting for you to open them. The TV doesn't belong to any era that's recognized. Its screen is soft, and if you focus long enough in its deep layered abyss, It blinks faster than the eyes could notice. And in that slice of time, something moves beside you as it reflects a delayed and distorted version of you. Its color gives you a wavering feeling of a demonic spectrum. The ceiling crumbles into fine, deathly dust and disappears into nowhere. Candles burn in holders that resemble screaming mouths. The wax splattered and embedded faces are a canvas of raw pain. The arms, crooked, with deformed fingers that say, "Come hither." The clock hands move backwards. The tick turns into a coffin lid scrape. The minute hand, still struggling, like the Grim Reaper is fighting against turning back the hands of time. The light bulb tremors, the filament glows rust, then begins to turn necrotic ember. All movement stops, and the light goes out. The TV projects a corpse-cold light that shimmers past him, while cold air wafts from his mouth and clings to his clothes. A blur of motion creeps towards him from behind. It's formless and is carried by the air itself. The closer it gets, thin corded black and red threads pulse in his eye. He shrills into the void. His body begins to dissolve as all sense of him is erased into an internal shadow.